Don't make this mistake this year on your homestead. I actually didn't make the mistake. I learned that a long time ago. I just pointed over here because I was walking over here. The mistake I don't want you to make, say, I'd like to get some chickens this year. I've never raised chickens before. Hey, look at that. They sell chickens. Let's order some chicken. Those look like good egg layers. Quantity, 1,000 chickens. Because I said I'd save money if I ordered in bulk. Yeah, don't do that. I gotta go delete this cart. Hold on 1 second. That's better. By all means, do something scary this season. Try something new, but do it at a smaller scale than maybe you want to. It's fun to imagine, hey, I could get a few egg layers and maybe I'll get a couple extra and we'll sell all the eggs and we'll make all kinds of money. But the point is, you're going to do something wrong early on, and if you buy 100 meat birds for your very first time, or if you buy 30 egg-laying chickens, or if you set up an aquaponic system and you buy a bunch of expensive tilapia, you're gonna make a mistake. Last week, on Monday, we released that video where I talked about how I was feeling like I wanted to quit. And at the end of the video, I got real dramatic and I pulled out a seedling and I placed it into this aquaponic system right here, and I said, if you give up on day 51, well then you'll never get to see what happens on day 100. Oh no, what happened? Yeah, I didn't water it. I just made a stupid mistake. I put the seedling in the rock wool into the net pot, and I plopped it in, and I didn't realize that the water level isn't actually reaching where the rock wool is. And so that little seedling that I was so excited to harvest with you together on day 80, well, it's now dead. If you think this aquaponics system looks cool, you can watch this video right there and see how we built it, and I'll affiliate link to all the things in the system in case you want to use some of this equipment. Turns out that you're supposed to take the rock wool, put it into the net pot, place it in your system, but then water from above for a week, allowing the roots to grow down into the water, and then they'll wick water up into that rock wool and keep it moist. I didn't know that. Simple mistake. Fortunately, because I've started small with this system, I just did one a day, and I didn't build a system, you know, the size of my house. All I lost was one little seedling and that, you know, dramatic moment on day 80 where we were gonna harvest that one little seed. It's okay. Day number 2, it'll be just about ready to go on day 80. So we'll just shift one plant. And honestly, when it comes to seedlings, plants, gardening, really, if you lose one little seedling, it's not that big a deal. But when you lose a bunch of chickens, if you go and order yourself like 1,000 chickens and you've never raised chickens before, and you don't realize that, you know, they need like a heat lamp when they're chicks, that they need to be locked in safe every night, or that they can get frostbite if it's really cold, you know, really simple beginner mistakes, well, those can be a lot worse when you've gone in over your head and ordered way too many animals. You need to get some hay in these nest boxes. I told you, you gotta add that hay every day. They just get so dirty. Wowzers, look at all those eggs. This place is a solid sheet of ice. Oh man. And I think I'm gonna eventually eat it on camera today. Farming, there's just an incredible learning curve. Things that you never saw coming. Mistakes that you don't realize you're making. Problems you don't even know to look for. The first time you do a new thing on your homestead, you will make mistakes. Things will get sick, things will escape, things will die. So the point is the point is, don't get guineas. That's the point of this video, don't get guineas. The point is not to discourage you from trying new things. It's just to let you know that when you try something new, You need to mitigate risk. That means before you get started, try to figure out what could go wrong and plan that something will go wrong so you're not opening yourself to big tragedy when that in fact does go wrong. Hi, you two. Hi. Hi. If you've never owned livestock before, don't start with a cow. If you've never ordered chickens before, don't order more than 10. If you've never planted anything, start with 1 raised bed. Never raised pigs? Just get 2. You want to start a homestead business, but you've not sold any product yet? Don't quit your day job. I've seen this year a couple different fans of this show that got really excited by some of our videos, maybe some other homesteader videos, and they went out and they ordered a lot of chickens for the first time they've ever raised chickens. Or I got an email from somebody recently that says, hey, we're really excited to get our first pigs. We have 10 of them coming. When I hear that, I just feel scared because I know things are gonna go wrong. And if things go wrong when you own 2 pigs, chances are there'll be nothing catastrophic. But if things go wrong when you have 10, that is a huge investment and it's likely to make you quit altogether. I don't like to make hard and fast rules about homesteading stuff. Everybody has different experience, has different ability, and so I don't have a rule of thumb when it comes to how many animals you should get or how hard you should dive into a new venture. Look at it like investing. You never invest money that you can't afford to lose. If you're in debt, you only have a couple $1,000s to your name, you don't have any savings, well, you should not be investing. Because investments, well, that money can disappear overnight. And if you put the last $1,000 you have in some stock and then the market crashes, you're in big trouble. That is a catastrophic loss. Oh! The camera was about to have a catastrophic loss. So plan your homestead ventures the same way you would an investment. Don't get so many animals that if they all died, you would have a catastrophic loss. When you're making your animal order, imagine yourself the worst thing that could happen, right? What is the worst thing that could happen, and am I ready to handle that? Let's do this exercise with chickens, okay? You want to raise your own meat chickens this year. You've never done it before. What is the worst thing that could happen? The worst thing that could happen is that you order a lot of chicks. They arrive to your house, something goes wrong that you didn't even know could go wrong, and they all die. We've had some deaths. First thing early this morning, I'm gonna go check on them and see how many have survived the night. Oi, oi, oi. That is not good. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 6 more died overnight. All of my son's turkeys died. He's gonna be so sad. That happens. Remember what happened to our turkeys. We ordered 17 turkeys and 15 died. Let's try a different one. You want to raise your own pastured pork, and so you want to order pigs this year. You order 6 of them because you're going to sell some to your local friends and family, and you're going to move all this pork. You get your 6 pigs, you raise them, you fill them full of meat, you get them to that point where they're going to be 300 pounds hanging weight. You call up your local butcher and say, hey, I got 6 pigs, I'm ready to bring you. And he says, sorry, I'm booked for the next 3 months. Can you afford to feed those pigs for the next 3 months? Do you know how to butcher a pig? If you don't know how to butcher a pig, now you have 6 of them that you're gonna have to butcher yourself. Are you even allowed to do that legally? This can wipe a new homesteader or farmer out. That exact thing happened to me. I had pigs, I called the butcher and found out I couldn't bring them to the butcher. Fortunately, there were only 2 pigs, and they were roaster pigs, so they were small. Set, go. There you go. That gets the feed in. Oh, head! Uh-oh, that's it. Go, go, go! Scotty pig! Run, run, run! the worst case scenario happened. I had to butcher them myself. I had never done it before, and it was a bit of a wild experience. But it wasn't a catastrophic problem because I didn't order 10 pigs and find myself having to do 10 pigs that were fully grown all by myself.
Oh, son of a bee! Son of a bee!
I've been encouraging you in this series to do something scary, and I stand by that. This season on your homestead, plan something adventurous, plan something new, try something that you've never done before. But this video is here to remind you, as you're planning for your upcoming season, to do something new. Don't go in too big. Be humble, make sure that if the worst case scenario or even just a bad case scenario happens, you don't find yourself with a catastrophic loss. Tons of dead chickens, pigs that you can't get to a processor, or pockets full of eggs as you slip and fall on the ice. I've officially made it back to my walkway. I haven't slipped yet, the pup has, but I guess that's as good a time as any to end this video because I haven't fallen yet. And if I stop recording now, well, we have 30,000 subscribers now. 30,000 people who have told YouTube, I want to see Homesteady's videos. You know how many people usually see our videos? 2,000. That means there are 28,000 people who aren't being sent our videos, even though they subscribed. Nah. I figure you probably want to choose for yourself. So, each Friday I send out an email to the email list with all our videos, letting you choose, not some YouTube algorithm. So if you want to be on that list, sign up to the email list right here and you'll get all our videos, all our podcasts and everything else we do sent to your inbox every Friday. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.